Victoria Falls is one of the few places on Earth that asks you to stop and listen before you even see it. The first thing you notice is the sound, a deep, unbroken rumble that grows with every step. Then above the tree line, a column of white spray climbs into the sky as if the land itself is breathing. When you finally reach the edge, you discover a sight that feels almost impossible. A river more than a mile wide drops into a narrow gorge with such force that the entire landscape shakes. This is Victoria Falls, known to local people for generations as Mosi or Tunya, the smoke that thunders. The falls sit on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. They are created where the Zambezi River reaches the lip of an ancient basalt plateau and plunges 100 meters into a crack in the earth. Upstream, the river is calm and quiet. It glides through reed beds and islands, giving no hint of the power it holds. But the moment it reaches the edge, everything changes. Water becomes movement. Movement becomes sound. Sound becomes a physical weight in the air. The spray rises so high that it creates its own weather. Rainbows appear and vanish in the mist. Visitors walk through clouds that did not exist moments earlier. The story of how Victoria Falls formed begins millions of years ago. The ground beneath the waterfall is made of old volcanic basalt. When this rock cooled, it fractured into a network of cracks. Over time, the Zambezi followed these weak points, carving deeper and deeper into the plateau. The waterfall you see today is only the latest in a long series. Downstream, a zigzag of gorges marks the former positions of the falls. Long ago, the water dropped in each of these places before eroding upstream to its current location. This process is still happening. The falls retreat by roughly half a meter each year. In thousands of years, they will stand somewhere entirely different. People have been connected to this landscape for a very long time. Archaeologists have found evidence of Stone Age communities living near the river, tens of thousands of years ago. For the Tonga people, who have lived along the Zambezi for centuries, the river is more than water. It is an anchor of identity and a source of stories. When European explorers arrived in the 19th century, they were guided by local people who already understood the spiritual significance of the place. David Livingstone, the first outsider to write about the falls, described them as a scene that must have been gazed upon by angels. But he was witnessing something that had been known and respected long before his arrival. The falls behave differently with the seasons. During the wet months, the river swells, and the full width of the falls becomes a single white wall of water. The spray rises hundreds of meters, filling the gorge with a continuous roar. Paths become soaked. Trees drip with moisture. You feel the force of the water without even touching it. In the dry season, everything changes. Parts of the basalt cliff become exposed. The waterfall breaks into smaller segments. On the Zambian side, some sections can fall almost silent. This seasonal shift reveals the bones of the landscape, allowing you to see the ancient structure beneath the spray. Victoria Falls has also become a place where nature, culture, and modern travel intersect. The early 20th century saw the construction of the Victoria Falls Bridge, a link between two growing settlements and a symbol of colonial ambition. Today, the region supports a thriving tourism economy. Visitors come for wildlife, for rafting, for history, and for the sheer experience of standing beside one of the most powerful waterfalls on Earth. Yet the surrounding national parks still protect elephants, hippos, and countless birds that move with the rhythm of the river. There are challenges too. Climate variability, changing rainfall, and upstream water use all influence the flow of the Zambezi. Some years the falls appear weaker and debates arise about long-term stability. Scientists urge caution before drawing conclusions, but they agree that rivers depend on balanced climates. Protecting the Zambezi is essential for both the landscape and the communities who rely on it. To stand at Victoria Falls is to recognize the scale of the planet. The earth opens, the river drops, the sky fills with mist. In moments like these, you feel the presence of deep time. You understand that landscapes are not fixed. They move, change, and reshape themselves long after human stories begin and long after they end. Victoria Falls is more than a natural wonder. It is a reminder of how powerfully the world continues to evolve. The smoke still rises, the thunder continues, and the river keeps carving its way into the future.